So I was selling clothes. So he saw the clothes and said, hmm, so you are selling clothes? I said, sir, yes, I'm selling clothes. He said, no problem. That day, I just took courage. And when he wanted to lecture us, I remained in class. I remained in the class. And um, he did not tell me to leave the class when he wanted to lecture. He did not ask me to leave the class. So I sat there. While I was there, he said, see this girl, Esther. I don't know who she's praying to, who is she's worshiping, but she has luck. I was sitting down there. So she's very lucky because I'm not someone that ordinarily forgives. But this morning I was asking God something on my birthday while I was praying. And while I was asking God for this thing, He reminded me a scripture and that scripture says, if we regard iniquity in our hearts, that God will not hear us. So because of that, I will forgive this girl and whoever that has offended me today on my birthday, so that God will hear my prayer. Somebody say glory. I was so surprised, like, what is happening here? This man would forgive me. Still quoted the same scripture that I prayed with. Is God not wonderful? So that was how he allowed me to stay in his class from that day onward. But one day he was talking with somebody, and while they were talking, I was there. I was sitting at the front seat. So the both of them they were at my front, and he mentioned our issue with the man and said, there's somebody in my department that still offended me. I'm just looking at that girl, and I was there. I'm just looking at that girl. She will pass my exams. She will pass all my exams. But her final year, that's where I'm waiting for her. Let me see how she will leave the school. Someone that said that he had already forgiven me. Maybe he forgave me on his birthday so that God will answer his prayer. But he was up to something. So that semester I wrote his exam. I got E. So from that period, I started having E, D on his exams. That was how I was scoring it. It would not give you carryover so that you don't come back to write it and have good marks. So it will not give you carryover and it will not score you high. So you must have E or you will have D. Okay. So that was how we were going to my final year. See, let me tell you, during that period, I did everything to please Zama. I will not mention everything in details. For those who really attended the same school and course, had the same course with me, in the same department with me, they will tell you I did everything possible. The only thing I would not do is I would not date a lecturer. So because it almost got to that point. But trust me, I use prayer and I use wisdom to overcome him. So during the final year, he gave me offer. He really gave me an offer to work with him. But I said no because I know the kind of person that he is. He's not an easygoing person. So if you should work with him, just get prepared for anything. So I refused. I turned it down. So I knew that he was coming up with something. This is not someone you will just turn down and you expect it to go just like that. No, no. So when he got to my final year, it's this good. He got to my final year and this man took us for a course. And while this man was lecturing us, I was paying attention as usual. I did everything I know I can do in my first semester final year. And I wrote the exam. Then I traveled for a business after school. After writing the exam, we went for holiday. So I went for a business trip. While I was there, I got a call and I was told that I had a carryover on this man's course. But I wrote well on that man's course. So he told me that I had carryover. And I remembered what this man said in 2024 that this girl, there's a girl in my class that she's showing herself. But me, I'm waiting for her in her final years. That is when I will humble her. So when I remember that, I knew I was in trouble. And if you are a Nigerian student, like I would say, a typical Nigerian student,